guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Luke, how you going?
And we are the Chunky Travellers. So today, we're back on Baverick, and we are going to do some engine mounts.
We are, yeah. Yeah, we've already got a head start on it. We forgot about the whole camera YouTube thing, so...
YouTube?
Yeah.
Boring.
So yeah, we got our 6mm plate, and we're just going to sort of pretty much copy what the main engine mount making companies do, and you do a backing plate, and then we're going to have a piece that the mount sits on and just some gussets.
It's going to go like this.
Exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
Yeah, cool.
It's just,
film me wearing all my second gear, cutting these.
We'll do some cinematic. But yeah, so we'll show you the process that we use, what we're going to do. And yeah, hopefully this helps any of you guys ever planning on doing this sort of a build. But yeah, we'll get into it.
Remember, if you are using the grinder, make sure you use the correct PPE.
That's right.
What is all that in there?
That is bushing from Josh's trailer. Had to trim them. Alright, so tell me where we're up to, mate.
Building a car. We just cut the engine mounts out.
Well, this is the start of them, yeah.
So this bit, let's put it on this side so you can see. It's going to get welded on there.
Yep, that's
And
our
this
backing
bit,
plate.
it's going to get welded on like that. And that gets attached to the chassis.
Yep.
And we're going to have some gussets.
Yes, probably top and bottom actually, now I've looked at it. Depending on where that plate sits, like where our height it needs to be, we can probably gusset top and bottom.
Oh,
No, so,
look out.
yeah, which makes me feel better.
And these aren't going to be on it.
No.
That's our engine mount, so that goes like that. And this rubber bit sits on like that.
Yeah.
And engine goes on here and then goes boom, 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 like that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure there should have been some turbo noises in there.
Oh,
somewhere.
okay. I'm not very good at it. I was getting it good the other day, but I've just forgotten how to do it now.
Well, that's
No.
why that's why he took his front teeth out. But yeah, we still got to pretty these up, obviously, and we obviously on a GQ conversion, you use these are actually BF engine mounts. They're not in the best nick, but they're great for the purposes of building them anyway. So it'll be good just to get, so it'll be sat in there. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah. So now our next goal is cutting all this out. This is where the battery box was.
It's not going back in either. They're a stupid idea.
Yeah.
So we've got some sheet now.
We're doing a battery relocation, aren't we?
Yeah, into the back, yeah. I reckon.
Yeah, because how's the battery going to fit here when you've got a turbo here?
Yeah. Yeah, how you fit a 106mm turbo in where there's a battery, so...
That's it. What are we going, 2 barrels to do that?
No way, nitrous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to try and, to the best of our ability, plate that. We'll just see how it goes. We're just going to start tacking and banging and tacking as we go.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, but it's more like an SR20 rather than a Barra. Yeah, better. Yeah, so that's our next step, I guess. Obviously, we still got to. I'm going to pretty these up while Ryan starts cutting that, or vice versa. And we've got to cut some gussets for this as well. But actually, we've run out of cutting wheels. Maybe we'll do a trip to Bunnings, get some cutting wheels.
Oh, I don't want to leave the comfort of my shed.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. But we need cutting wheels.
Yeah, we'll go get cutting wheels.
Because we'll still need them to cut that too.
Yeah, I'll have to go get my grinder too. If you're prettying them off, I've got to get my grinder.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyway, that was a whole lot of useless information you didn't need. Good afternoon. We're back at it. Well, I am. Ryan's still at work. He's coming this afternoon in a couple of hours. So, but we left his yesterday with doing engine mounts. So you've seen that, cutting the engine mounts out. They look pretty average at the minute. But today I want to clean them up and shape them to our engine mount. Try and we'll get the holes drilled and everything in that. We also, which I've already gotten started, but we showed you yesterday the rust that we had in that wheel arch from that battery tray. Such a hopeless idea, them battery trays. They just catch every bit of crap that goes in these things and then just, yeah, sits there. So ours had heaps of dirt and like it's just moist, so you could obviously tell why it's rusted. But we've cut it out now, so it's a bit of an odd shape that we've got to try and form out of our sheet metal. But that is what we're trying to do today. That's our plan, is to try and get that, even a sheet piece tacked in there for now. But yeah, we've really got to crack along on this engine bay because I want to have this, start having it make progress because we're running out of time. We haven't really got a time frame, but I really want to get it done ASAP. So yeah, so that's where we're up to. So we'll just take you along with us the way we usually do it, and I'll show you as we go what our process is. So alright, so this is where we're up to. I've just cut this plate out. You would have seen, well, you'll see that in the time lapse. But what I've done, so I've cut a rough shape of that, what was missing. As you can see, it's still it's overhanging a little bit. But what I've done, because it was such a painful piece, I've just guesstimated and then got it to fit. And I tacked the corner first, and then just worked the metal into the actual guard, and then just tacked it as I went. And the same with the top here. I just banged and tweaked where it needed, and then just tacked as I went along. Because of when I took this out, it's actually wasn't in the best condition, the panel underneath. So I've just had to tweak where I had to, so where I've needed. So this here, I've put a little split with the grinder in there just to get a bit more of that curve. As you can see, this is sitting up. So I could run down this angle, and then what I'll do is I'll just trim this up then to where it needs to go, and then just work my way across here, and this will pull all this in as I tack and hammer down where it needs to go. And then we're laughing. That's one problem out of the way. Then I can just start filling a few of these little holes. Hopefully I can fill them, and then yeah, cleaning this up. I might smear a bit of bomb around just to smooth everything over. Yeah, I think that'll be worthwhile because we want it to look semi-professional and aesthetically pleasing. So we'll do that, and then I'll get onto these engine mounts and we can start prettying them up, cleaning off the surface rust. And all I'm going to do is the pieces that go onto here, I'm just going to cut the corners off just to tidy it up, and then I'm going to bevel all the edges so that I can get a nice big bead to weld all the way around. And for the, oh, that'll be these pieces. Then these pieces are the actual mount that comes out. I'm going to just drill my hole for the engine mount and then scribe around the engine mount and just cut those corners, just try and make it nice and neat around the engine mount. You don't have to, obviously, but I just think it's going to look heaps better. And yeah, I just want it to look better because yeah, sharp and stuff. Most of you should know how painful it can be getting into engine bay sometimes, and the least amount of sharp things you can have that you can grab your arm on or your hand or whatever, the better, because you'll always cut yourself, and that is a prime example of why you do that sort of thing, is because leaving those sharp edges might not seem so bad now, but yeah, one day when we're fixing this thing and we're in a hurry or whatever, one of us will catch our arm on, I guarantee it. So we'll leave it there for the second, and yeah, I'll bring you up to date when I've done a bit more.
So you our bench vise.
Nice. Nothing but the best around here.
Yeah, mate.
That's how we pump out such high quality work.
Oh, need a smidgen of a fly poo off.
Nice.
Smidgen of a fly poo and we're good to go.
And I've got this squared up. I haven't grinded it yet. We had a bit of filling to do in here, just because of some of the rusty edge blew out a bit. So I probably, now that hindsight, I should have come back and just maybe cut an extra 10 mil off. But yeah, it come together. Obviously it's not like super high quality, but I think it'll do the job. What do you reckon, Ryan?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
What is it?
But
What did you ask me?
oh, nothing. It's all good. I know. I was just sort of just talking for talking.
You didn't say what?
What?
Oh, get in there. Oh. That was a little fly poo I took off of it.
Too much of a fly poo?
Nah, not enough of a fly poo.
Oh, I'll just punch it into the...
Like a little fruit fly poo off instead of a March fly poo.
Can I just punch it into the...
No.
No?
No. Absolute perfection here, mate.
Nothing but the best for Bavericks.
Show them the other side. What I cut out.
Oh, yeah.
And bashed down.
I know, he rolled the edge and everything. Look at this. So proud of that guy.
Yes, there it is, mate. So I'm just gotta roll that edge over. Just gotta roll this edge over.
Oh, yeah.
And make it look pretty. Right motion there. And that'll be perfect.
Lovely. We always do this. This is that awkward start for the new day.
Well, they're watching me.
Alright, so what are we leaving with? That bit of sheet metal. So we've got the sheet metal in. It's now the next day, if you're wondering. Next day. So today we are going to clean up that patch I put in. Ryan got these cut too, so we're going to weld them in, get them finished off. And we didn't get around to cleaning these up or doing anything with them, so we're going to get them, probably mount the engine mount onto that, and then make them nice around that. I don't think we can cut our gussets until we go to do it, really, because then once we figure out how high it is, then we can cut out the right angled gussets, eh?
Well, we can put the bottom ones on for now. We'll put the bottom ones on for now. Oh. You can put the bottom gussets on for now, because they'll be out of the way, aren't they?
Yeah, but I'm worried about depending on where this plate sits, will be how long our gussets have got to be. You know what I mean? So if I don't know if it's going to sit right at the bottom or... It's a wide angle, mate. It catches all of it.
Yeah, but I want to be at the centre of it.
Oh, fair enough. That's a good call.
The reason why people are watching this.
The only reason. Should have washed your finger.
I disgust myself.
But it'll all depend on where this plate sits and what height and everything, because the gusset length will change depending where that sits, because it might even sit right at the top and all we can do is bottom gussets. But I'm not sure, so we'll just leave that, I think. And then we're working on getting a gearbox and the bell housing, because without that we can't work out how far forward or back the engine's got to go, because we're going to work it all off of the cross member. So once the cross member's in and the gearbox is mounted, that we know exactly where the bell housing is going to end and where the motor's got to sit, and then our engine mounts can go in from there. But that's about it. I think we're just going to hook in and see where we end up.
Oh crap.
Dead set?
Yeah, we're good. Fine. It's just because I've been working so hard recently.
Fair enough, yeah.
I did 6.5 hours yesterday.
It's a big day.
6.5 the day before.
Yeah, it's huge.
13 hours for this week I've done. Oh.
Mate. Yeah, you got to slow down.
Yeah.
You weren't designed for that sort of effort, mate.
No.
Alright, let's do some work, because we're never going to get this poor old thing done otherwise. But yeah, just so you know, the weld actually doesn't look as bad as what you'd think. Because I sent photos to my brother and they look pretty ordinary on the photo, but they're not too bad. Like, you got to put a bit of meat on them, so you've got a bit to grind back. So
put it on widescreen mode and hold the play back here, and then they won't even notice.
Yeah. Yeah, look at them welds. Weld porn. Alright, I'm going to shut up.
Off the screen.
Alrighty, champions. Anyway, I've just finished this. We've grinded it back, put a bit of etch primer on it, and I'm gonna do a bit of bogging on it eventually. But
Looks fine the way it is.
it looks pretty good. But I will smear a bit of bog on just to pretty up some of these little dimples and stuff. But
Solid. Was that dry yet?
Yeah. But my plan now is I'm doing these finally. I've been telling you for like the last 4 episodes.
I think that's one of the first things we cut off this thing.
It probably was. It's been a while, so we're finally getting them welded in now. And then I reckon we'll probably just start sanding this bay, because I'm pretty keen to get some paint on it, so might even fix those towers first actually. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but
Because it's got
it's dog ugly.
It's got, what's it called?
Tower extensions for longer travel shocks.
And they just cut the top out so they can get into it.
Get the bolt to it. So yeah, it's a bit rough, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah. Sounds good. All right, well, I'm going to get in and cut them out.
Good job.
Weld them in.
like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see from up here.
Hey guys.
This is where we're up to.
Yeah.
Done.
Beautiful.
Done.
Yeah, just got a bit of weld through prep on there. Just gonna seam seal it. I was gonna put a bit of bog in there, but I don't think I'm gonna bother. I'll just put a bit of seam sealer.
Yeah.
Pretty it up. Got that done. I haven't put any bog on that yet. So that's pretty much it. Ryan's been playing around with some engine mounts. So we're just gonna probably leave it there on the engine mounts for now until we can start lifting this motor into place. Hardest part's finding what a box, and so we might have a box by tomorrow, hopefully. That's the plan. And then
a TB42.
yeah. So they're a 5-speed. Pretty cheap actually, $200. So we'll yeah, see what we do. Who knows yet? And then we've got to order our bell housing. But once we've got that, we can pretty much then it gets serious. So, but I think tomorrow we're going to paint this bay or prep the bay. What do you reckon?
Yes,
to go.
I believe we should do that.
Do a test run of our paint colour. Yeah.
Or are we getting like the different one with metallic in it, or are we just going to use that?
No, I think the XR5 paint colour. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's heaps glossier and it's a metallic straight up too, so it'll be good. I think be just what we need. And I think the plan. What are you keen on the camouflage look? Orange with the camouflage over the top.
I don't know. I'll have to have a look first.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good idea, but I need to have a look first.
Yeah. So we'll look into that.
Because it all depends on how hard it is to do. Right?
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't do it. We'll get main man to do it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. We're just cruising along, trying to finish up a few of these little rust repairs and that. But I think that's officially our last rust repair.
Yeah.
We're done. We're cutting rust and that. So, thank goodness. I'm so bloody over that. Cutting rust out.
Yeah, I'm the same. Did I even cut any rust out?
No.
I was at work.
No, you cut the plates though.
Oh, yeah. Perfectly, I might add.
Yeah, they come up pretty good. Yeah, it's been a couple. And the other thing, we took all the rubbers out too, because I'm going to try and chase up brand newies. Obviously the steering arm, what do you call that? Mate, it's an Osmo, it can hear me.
No, it can't.
It can.
Come on, mate, speak up.
Yeah, what a steering column. So we want to get a new boot for the steering column. And yeah. But
He said, new boot for the steering column.
Geez, don't talk too loud. Yeah. I don't have to talk over his wife though, so that's probably...
Yeah. Well, I was sitting there the other night watching our videos. Not like I do that a lot. And I'm just like, I had it at 50 for you, and then I come on and I'm like down to 20.
Can't help it. It's just me.
Just a low talker.
Yeah.
Do we need this on anymore? Is this on still?
No, I don't think so, is it? Was it red?
No.
No, we're good. Yeah, so we'll leave it there for today, and we'll get back into it probably tomorrow after I've got a job in the morning. Finally, I actually have a job.
It's because you're technically disabled. You haven't had a job. You don't have a job.
Technically, yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
Broken back. Easy to come back from.
Yeah. But that'll be good. And then, yeah, I reckon we hook into this bay, try and get, man, if we can get that done and even get some colour start sprayed in here. That'd be cool.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah. I don't see why not. And then, yeah, I think that's it.
Alright.
Stop yapping. Cheerio.